Yeah, Broadway is back.
Finally. It's been way too long.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Let's catch a musical.
Babe, that's an awesome idea.
How about this one?
Now that one's got a great cast, but the music, I wasn't feeling it.
How about that one?
Now that one's got an amazing choreographer, awesome spectacle, but I don't know, the music just didn't do it for me.
I got it. Rock of Ages.
Now that's a great show, but that lead guy, not so much. You know what? I got a great idea.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Café is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Café and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Café. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome. It's a beautiful Thursday afternoon. I gotta tell you, today, the day started at 8 o'clock this morning. And I want to thank Dawn for taking me and the crew out after a very hair-raising experience this morning at Boca West.
I took you all to breakfast, though.
She took us to breakfast. That's why I'm thanking you.
Oh, okay.
Because what an experience we had at the...
It was lovely. We were
No,
asked.
it wasn't lovely. It wasn't lovely.
We were
No,
asked
no,
to
not
help
lovely.
get some footage of a friend of ours, and from Harry Holwasser and his sister-in-law, Stacy Mandel, one of the artists here.
I wanted a bagel.
If we would help cover the event, and we went
I wanted a bagel. No, I didn't go to cover nothing.
for them.
No, I went to take that picture, yes, because he's 97.
Yes.
I'm doing a World War II documentary. I'm going to send it to Netflix or whoever, Mr. Netflix, whatever. I go there. They don't let me in. So I went in. They said, don't go. I said, you tell me don't. I do. And I go in there, and they yell at my kids. Oh, you can't be in here, blah, blah, blah. And we got the footage, and I was starving. I didn't get nothing to eat except the aroma of the eggs that were cooking.
Smelled good, though, right?
It smelled delicious. But I want to thank you for taking us, because
You're
I'm going to
welcome.
tell you, I wasn't very pleasant.
Not even a cup of coffee.
Not even a cup of coffee.
So happy veterans, everyone that has served. We thank you for your service. They had about, 300-400 people there?
Yeah.
Harry was there, and veterans from World War II, from Vietnam.
You know, it's interesting. We have Steve from New York Sound in studio. You've never emceed any of those events that we've covered in that place, right? In Boca West?
No, not the ones that you covered, but I have done many events there.
I wonder why she has never used this guy.
I'm actually referred there. If you actually look at the golf almanac, I'm on page 6.
That's what it is. My attention only goes to page 3.
All right.
See?
Only go to page 3.
And that's what I said. I need to get on page 3, but they said, no, you got 6.
We got to work on that.
All right.
The last time we worked with Steve was at Northwest 18th Street, and 18 clowns came out of the car.
Remember that?
And we had a big rumble with them.
And then you had to fight with them about their tent. I
About
think
their
you just
tent.
like to fight with people.
I took their tent, and the guy says, you can't take this tent. I said, sure, well, what are you going to do? I got Steve here, what are you going to do? And then they started popping out of the car. It was like 8 seaters, remember that? Holy smokes. He did it.
He did it?
Yeah, he did it.
You've got a new edition of Coffee News.
Yes, this section of the show is brought to you by Coffee News, even though we have our famous Uncle Steve from Gubba Rum in the house. Now, he can't hear a word I'm saying.
I'm sorry, has the show started? I didn't hear the announcement. I'm sorry.
He reminds me of the guy in the train when you took the A train. There was always that one guy. He didn't know what planet he was on. He just rode the train.
I'm the guy that falls asleep to the last stop and doesn't wake up and keeps going around again.
And then take your shoes. Oh, baby, I remember that. Anyway, do you want to start? What do you want to start with?
I think you have to read a trivia question or a horoscope or something
Let's do
for this
horoscopes
week's.
because we got a couple of horrors in here. We got a few horrors in here. We could do the horoscopes.
Steve-O, Steve-O, New York Sound?
Yes.
What's your birthday? What's your horoscope?
Gemini.
Ooh.
June the 18th.
You're a Gemini?
Yeah,
That
June.
explains a lot of things. I
And that's
know
what
you're a
people
Gemini.
say a lot to me.
I bet they do. How's New York, by the way? But anyway, I'm going to bust you on that. Okay. A strong love relationship may help you understand yourself better and be happily cooperative in family matters.
These are always like crazy on point.
On point. Barriers to harmony might be removed through compromise. So barriers in harmony might be removed through compromise. So, Gemini is very difficult sometimes to compromise with. Apparently, you are changing your ways.
I don't think I'm that difficult.
Well,
I don't think he's changing his ways, is what I thought he was going to
oh, no,
say.
he's changing. New York, it wasn't ready for this guy to come back.
No,
he is
they
here.
weren't. Oh boy, weren't they?
All right, Okay, Steve, Gob, when's your birthday?
March 3rd.
Oh, you're a Pisces.
I am.
Ah,
Like
jeez.
Freddie,
I like to drink like a fish.
the fish.
I was going to say something else. But anyway, a new friendship may be quite enjoyable, and it could really boost your confidence level. What the hell's the matter with you?
I got no confidence. I'll do anything I can. I got to get over the wallflower thing, you know?
I know. You should get out and talk to more people.
I have to. That's what
I don't know
yeah.
if I should read this next one. It says, some adjustments in your domestic situation might be necessary.
I'm moving to Boca tomorrow. I'm
I'm gonna say
getting out of
he's here,
town.
and his lovely wife is in Boston.
Yeah,
I think
she-
that's a beautiful
I
adjustment
have
for Francine.
nothing to do with that conversation.
Francine says yes.
I'm
Freddie,
out.
keep him.
I'm
You
out.
live here and your wife lives in Boston?
No. We both live in Boston.
We're good to live?
Off and on.
We got a spot to play.
Off and on.
Off and on.
Matt.
Off and on, I love it.
Off and on.
And then we have the newbie, Matt, in the studio. Matt, what is your date of birth? What are you?
January 2nd, guys. I'm a Capricorn, so
Capricorn.
almost a New Year's baby. One day off.
You may be attached to a new love interest, and this might offer a comfortable change from your routine. Your relationships could solidify and strengthen you on a spiritual level.
Well, I tell you, that does make sense. I'm trying to, expand my portfolio a little bit, try some new things in life, new experiences, and see what I like and go from there. Doesn't hurt to explore the ball field a little bit, guys, you know?
Living the dream.
There you go. So you're in the market?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I've got...
No, he's talking about the market of women.
Oh, no, I'm, I do like women, don't get me wrong, you know. Now, in my younger days, I bounced
Yeah.
around a little bit, but no, I met a beautiful young lady I've been with now for 15 years, and she keeps me happy, so I keep coming back, you know.
Amen to that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Today's trivia, if you call up, what's the number?
888-994-4995. Studio A.
If you answer this question, I'll send you 2 bags of coffee from the Brooklyn Café.
Coffee.
Approximately how many chemicals can be found in tobacco smoke?
And the smoke.
And there's an actual number.
Enough to kill you.
26.
No, you need a number.
26.
Oh, you
If
need
you
a
know the answer, don't listen to Dawn because she's wrong.
I made it up. I don't know.
You're wrong. If you know the answer, give us a call. And don't look it up on Google because I have Google alarm systems and I know when you cheat.
Give us a call. You win 2 bags of coffee.
2 bags of coffee.
All right. I think Slick has a spot for Veterans Day.
Oh, yes, that's right. Today's Happy Veterans Day. What do you got playing?
No, for interactions this morning.
Oh, from this morning.
I have a picture.
Oh, you have what we went to at Boca West? Oh, okay. You want to put it on?
Yeah, Josh, go ahead and play it.
And this is at Boca West this morning where we were at.
Hold on.
Where I didn't get a bagel, I didn't get nothing. I was starving.
The art on our set today is from
They
Jay
kept me
Harmon.
hungry. They kept me hungry. You got it? I'm waiting on you. Very nice.
That's very nice.
Master Staff Sergeant Harry
Holzwasser.
Holzwasser was the gentleman you saw. He's 97 young, served in World War II, and we are doing a documentary on his life. I did the first episode, which you can hear tonight and watch tonight at 7:30.
On WWNN.
Yep, and he was talking about his boot camp to the invasion, D-Day, and the invasion of Germany. He was there. And he's letting us in a little bit on what's going on. We're going to be doing some other things behind the scenes, but I wanted to get this, as much as we can because once he's gone, God forbid, that goes with them. And we won't, we only have I think it said
500,000.
500,000 World War II vets left from 3.5 million a year ago. So good stuff.
Nice
good
spot
stuff.
you did. That was yesterday, and it'll be airing tonight at 7:30.
Yep.
Nice job, Slick. We did all of that. All right, let's take a commercial break. When we come back, more with our guests. Let's meet our new friend. We got the Steves in the house. Wow. This is our Veterans Day show, I got to tell you.
If you could live through this, you could live through any war.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Looking for a place to get your ice cream fix? Look no further than Cold Stone Creamery. At Cold Stone, we make our ice cream fresh every single day in store. We have over 20 different ice cream base flavors and over 30 different mix-ins to choose from. We also have plenty of signature creations if you don't want to go ahead and choose your own. To end your creation, you can put it in one of our freshly made waffles. We have ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, banana splits, sundaes, and so many other things for you to come check out and enjoy. We are the official ice cream store of the Brooklyn Café. Hope to see you soon, and remember, it's always a great day for ice cream.
Welcome to Mini Donut World, where the donuts are hot, fresh, and delicious, made to order and customizable by you. Gourmet specialty flavors such as apple pie, French toast, campfire, and strawberry cheesecake are always popular. Looking to tailor your appetite? Build your own mini donuts. Choose from over 18 flavored donut bases, add on your icing flavor, and choose from over 15 toppings and drizzles. While kids enjoy our design your own kits to take home, our 21 and over customers love our alcohol-infused donuts. Come visit Mini Donut World at 8763 Sterling Road in Cooper City. Have questions or want to place an order? Give us a call at 954-369-2301. We know you will love each bite of our deliciously distinctive mini donuts.
Amp Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses with added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth. Coffee News is a fun, family-friendly weekly publication provided free to restaurants, coffee shops, and waiting areas for customers to enjoy. Grow your business today through the power of effective, affordable advertising. Coffee News is an active marketing medium specializing in the ongoing weekly promotion of your business. This builds awareness for your company so you become known as the leader of your industry and develop brand awareness so people think of you first when they want your services or products. Maximize your visibility and achieve outstanding results. For more information on Coffee News, contact Sunrise Coffee News at mail.com or give them a call at 954-951-7870. Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
We hope you're enjoying this episode of the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. Whether you enjoy watching in the mornings or afternoons, you can now watch with your favorite merchandise. Choose from the Brooklyn Cafe t-shirts, ranging from sizes small to 3XL. Colors available include black, dark heather, and navy. Feeling chilly? Just check out our latest hoodie with over 9 colors to choose from. Sip on some Brooklyn Cafe coffee with Dawn and Freddie in a matching mug as seen on set. Brooklyn hats and special seasonal items are always popping up and available upon request. To purchase, you can visit our online store at brooklyncafe.tv/shop. Happy shopping!
Watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Steve-O left. He didn't book a wedding while he was here.
He's going to a wedding.
He's going to a wedding. We've got Steve Gubb joining us of Gubbarum, and we've got Matt. I don't even know Matt's last name.
It's McLean.
Matt McLean.
Matt, make sure you're talking to your mic.
Matt McLean.
There you go.
Matt runs 6 school uniform stores.
Yes, I'm a regional manager for a school uniform company, and currently I oversee 6 locations from Orlando down to Miami. So, not too bad. I enjoy it. You know, I get to work with the principals, the students, the families. So I got to meet a lot of nice people, hear a lot of stories, and you know, solve a lot of problems. See kids smile when you get them in their new uniforms. It feels good, you know.
Do kids like uniforms?
Some kids, yes. Some kids like the uniforms. Like, for example, some schools have female and male cuts. So when there's a girly type uniform, the girls love it. The guys, they don't care either way, you know.
The beauty of being a guy.
Did you guys wear uniforms in high school?
Really?
No. I went to
I had
regular traditional public high school, and they didn't have uniforms when I was there.
I had to. White shirt, khaki pants, khaki
Where did you go to high school?
In Puerto Rico. When I got in Puerto Rico, I went to a private school there. And when I went there, I went in jeans and a button down. And the principal came and said, Santori, get in your car and go to Walmart, which is like a mile away, and go get the school uniform. And they were strict, man. And they only had expensive pants. You know, I was on a budget in high school.
Yeah.
And I had to buy expensive pants. I had to borrow the money.
What'd you get, like 3 uniforms, then you wash them?
3?
Yeah.
I got 1.
You washed it every day?
I try not to dirty it.
Freddie was the first person social distancing in Puerto Rico.
Right.
But you know,
with one uniform.
Started early.
It's
One uniform.
107 degrees in Puerto Rico, and you sweat. So my cousins got together. They got me 5 or 6 shirts afterwards. But the first day, man, that was tough. Uniforms, I hated it.
And I understand the benefits of it, right? This way everyone feels on equal footing, and it's not a peer pressure, social clothes situation.
True, yes. I mean, the initial main goal for uniforms in general is it stops majority of the bullying. So you can't tell if a family is doing a little bit better in life or a family is going through a tough situation in life. All the kids look the same, so it eliminates majority of all that. Plus, for a parent, sometimes it can be easier. You don't have to think about what your kid's going to wear. It's either this or this, and it can make the mornings go smoother. That's like on these days, uniforms are a little bit more fashionable than they were before, is why another reason why the kids don't mind as bad putting them on versus, you know, like a Michael Jordan hoodie or something along that line, where we sell the same thing, the hoodie, it's got the school logo on it instead of the Jordan crest. So they feel more comfortable, you know, and you know how it is. You look good, you feel good, and you do good.
How are they more fashionable? The girls' skirts are a little bit shorter.
Well, no, it's just more stylish than what they are now. Like, we have some more of like a modern plaid like you'd find at a regular retail store. It's the cut of the shirt is more feminine. The colors the girls like. And some of the skirts, you know, there is schools that are more conservative, like I like to say, versus the length on the skirts. But typically it's like a 3/4 finger from the knee. But it's the comfort factor also. So they have like the nylon shorts underneath, so they look good and they feel good at the same time.
Did you boys have to wear uniforms?
Freddie and Gio, no, they went to public school. It's funny, when I went to high school, guys used to come and stretch limos to school. I'll never forget, Alan Lechavarria, his father was a famous surgeon in Puerto Rico, and the stretch was forget about it. And him and his sister used to come out of that car. Meanwhile, I had to hide my food coupons from people not to see them. So, I don't know. I ran into a whole lot of noise with people, uniform, not uniform. Some were real cool because they wore a tie. Cardinal Hayes High School in the Bronx. I have friends that shifted down there from Cardinal Hayes. And they were wearing ties with their white. I'm like, are you insane? It was like 107 in the shade.
But it's got the benefits of it for sure. How did you end up doing that?
Actually, you know, I ran across a job. My stepdaughter got a summer job, and I was just looking for something to do in my spare time, so I decided to start. You know, one thing led to another. I took over a store, took over another store, and then moved to South Florida and took over the regional manager position. And, you know, I enjoy it. I like meeting numerous people on a daily basis. But I've been there about 10 years. So for the most part, I first started as, a janitor sweeping the floors. 8 years later, I'm running half of the state of Florida. But, I try hard. I like to be the hardest working guy in the room. You set the path and people follow. And that's what I have, the ability to lead the pack. Staff follows, the business is successful, rubs off on the families, the school, and the parents.
It's like Slick,
What's Slick?
leader of the pack.
Okay. Are the are the uniform, the skirts for the women, the girls with the white top and the skirt? Is that the one they traditionally do?
No, I mean, these days, traditionally, yes. It's the white button-down shirt on the top. These days, more of a traditional program is like a polo with a pair of shorts or a skirt. And then the boys is just, a polo and the shorts or the pants. But yeah, it's still traditional, versus the skirt on the top. But typically nowadays they'll have like a chapel day or a mass day, and that'll be the button-down shirt, the tie, the slacks, etc. But on a regular day, polo and a skirt or a pair of shorts, casual.
It's funny they let you do shorts, right? Yeah, and which is obvious because warm weather. In Puerto Rico, they had us wearing long pants. I never understood that.
Oh my gosh, I remember PE uniforms for my kids. Chelsea was dying. She was hating those PE uniforms.
What were they?
They were just like green polyester shorts and like the t-shirt that's got this matching color on the neck and the sleeves.
Right.
Just so uncomfortable. So
green polyester shorts.
You know the shorts, right?
Yeah. They're like basketball shorts, the polyester.
Green?
An elastic waistband, and they're supposed to, it's like just a thing. That's all I can tell you.
Even at DeWitt Clinton High School, I used to wear a red top with black shorts.
The things you remember in life.
I remember.
Things you remember. And you also have a YouTube channel.
Yeah. I have me and my wife do a YouTube channel. We call it Keena the Cougar. It's something we're doing for fun. I enjoy doing it. So right now it's we're just getting started. We started this year in May. It's going pretty good. We're working on trying to find our niche that works good for us. You guys know how it is. You try something out. If it works good, you stick with it. If it doesn't, well, it doesn't hurt to try something different. See what works better for you. But it's going good. It's going good. We're gonna start dropping more videos in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm just currently working on, building some contacts, meeting some new people, getting some ideas, and put it all together to build my thing.
Very cool. And speaking of trying things out, Steve Gubb is over there.
We got Steve Gubb over there.
Uncle Steve.
Uncle Steve is back in the house.
There
I
he
feel like
is.
it's been
There he
days
is.
since I've seen you, Steve.
I know. We haven't seen each other in, what has it been now, 48 hours?
Pretty much, I know.
We didn't see you yesterday, did we?
No?
No, I was the one who wasn't here. When the phone doesn't ring, you'll know it's me.
Did you go out to see JoJo?
I did, and of course I didn't see her.
What a surprise.
We love you, JoJo.
She wasn't there?
We love you. No, she was busy. She had work or whatever. I was visiting clients up in Cocoa Beach in Melbourne. Had a great day, and I hung around till 9 o'clock at night in the rain to watch SpaceX send 4 human beings to the space station last
You
night.
at Cocoa Beach?
Yeah, I went. Yeah, it was fabulous. It's great. It's a
You saw
great
it
thing
take
to
off?
see. So I take off. It's really if you still haven't seen it, we've only been doing it for 60 years. By all means, go to Cocoa Beach or go to Cape Canaveral, and you got to see one of these things because it's extraordinary to see. It really is extraordinary to see. And I understand that in February, NASA's going to launch this new moon rocket deal that's supposed to be bigger than the one that was actually the Saturn V, the rocket that did launch the Apollo ships to the moon. I can't even imagine what that's going to be like. I would love to be there to see that. That would be just beyond belief.
A bigger rocket?
A bigger rocket than the Saturn V. It has the Saturn V had the way they measured it was in how much the pounds of thrust. Saturn V was like 6.5 million pounds of thrust. And this one's supposed to have over 7 million pounds of
Now,
thrust.
why in the world do we need to get bigger where the chances of it exploding are greater?
Right.
Well, unfortunately, we still do not have transporters so that a human being can be dematerialized on Earth, rematerialized on a spaceship that then has warp drive and can go somewhere really
Well,
quickly.
they did it on
Star Trek, right?
On Star Trek.
Star
I
Trek,
saw it.
you know, Star Trek had that technology 55 years ago, but I don't think they haven't shared it with the rest of the planet, unfortunately.
I see.
They did share it with me. I do have that technology, but you know, nobody's written me a check yet. And when they do, I'll be happy to share it.
This is what you get when they send you over. Right?
That's right.
Right.
You're the final product.
I have been to the other side with the Enterprise, and now I'm back, and I have the technology. So
He is the technology.
But it takes someone to come in from Boston to actually go to Cape Canaveral to see a rocket launch. You and I, we live 3 hours
here,
away.
yeah.
We don't go.
Right down the road.
I lived in New York for 42 years. I never went to the Empire State Building.
yeah, that's the way it is. When
Never went.
I was a CPA, and I never did my own tax return because I was I did everything else first, and I never did my own
You were
tax
a
return.
CPA before Gubba Rum?
Once upon a time, I was.
Were you a drunk CPA or
Pretty
sober?
much, yeah, pretty much. I really, let me put it this way. I was a CPA, but A, I hated it. B, I wasn't particularly good at it, and was told frequently that I'm not really very good at it. You should consider another day job.
Really?
And yeah, really.
You were a lousy accountant?
Wow.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't a bad accountant.
You weren't a good accountant?
I wasn't a good accountant, but that's okay with me because if I was good at it, I probably would still be one, and I'd much rather be trying to sell rum than be, banging away on an adding machine.
Right.
Well, this is what happens when you can only count to 5.
I made it to. Freddie, I think that's extraordinarily unfair. Since 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the combination on my luggage, I was really good at that particular sequence.
Everything above it.
That's right. It's as soon as you got over that, I only had one piece of luggage, so that's all I knew.
How long were you a CPA? Now, CPA is a big accountant. It's a titled.
Yeah.
Well, it's not King of England, but
No, but it's not like
That's respectable.
I do your
Yeah.
taxes. I do your State Farm taxes or whatever.
well, I was a CPA. I mean, we did audits. I was an auditor.
So you had a degree.
Yeah. We did audits. We did tax returns. The business department did business consulting. And I did that for about 3.5 years. Then I was a controller for a real estate company. Then I had my own real estate company. Then I sold Buicks. I sold Acuras for a year. I did some real estate development work. So as you can see, prior to the last 10 years when I've had Gubba Rum, I had a lifetime of failure behind me to build on from failure to get to this point.
That's right. You got here by working yourself down.
No,
pretty much, yeah.
Success in different things to build up to the Gubba Rum.
That's right.
Were you able to get into different locations when you were up in Melbourne? You've had a lot of tastings this weekend too.
Yeah, we're busy this weekend. I have a tasting tomorrow at Primo Liquors on Sterling Road in Davie, just past the Seminole Casino from 3 to 5. On Saturday, 1 to 3, it sounds like I'm going to do comedy shows at the nightclub. 1 to 3 will be at Boca Liquors doing a tasting. 4 to 6 will be at Black Tie Liquors in Lake Worth doing a tasting. And Sunday is the big Miami Rum Festival at the Women's Club of Coral Gables. Nice. It's 12:30 to 2 is VIPs. 2 to 6 is the general public. It will be a lot of fun. There are, 40 or 45 or 50 different rums to sample. My very good friends from Rum Reggae in California will be there selling the Hawaiian shirts that they do. They're great, great people. Karen is not coming in. Only Gwyneth is going to be there.
What do you mean the Hawaiian shirts? We're back to
the
this
ones
again.
that they
The
were
ones
here.
that I wear. The one that says Miami Rum Festival.
Why can't we get those for the club?
We've had that discussion.
And it's like 5 times the price of the other shirts.
They are a bit pricey, and
I'm gonna go to Walmart and pick up a Hawaiian shirt. I'm tired of this.
What happened to your shirts that you were ordering?
We can't order them.
Why?
Because Uncle Steve is not ready.
Oh, okay.
He'll be ready very shortly.
Listen, people from Hawaii are actually saying hello to you.
Well, hello to my friends in Hawaii and Honolulu.
Tanifa Winish.
Hello there. Oh, Tarifa. Hi,
Yes.
Tarifa. How are you?
She says, you have the best rum.
Well, thank you very much.
True.
How drunk did you get her to say this?
Tarifa, the check should be there today. I sent it overnight, so you should have your check
The
today.
check is in the mail.
Yeah. Tarifa's a great, great lady. We love her.
What'd she do?
She is in the. She fits very well in with your. A lot of the guests that you have on your show, people who work with other people to better their lives. She does the type of thing that Eileen Lemelman does. It's about being the best person you can be, being happy, being the best person you can be. She's also somebody involved in the CBD business. She's really terrific. She's a very much a motivational person.
Is she in Hawaii?
As we speak, she's in Honolulu.
So she is a motivational speaker from Honolulu.
That's correct. In fact, it's about, it must be about almost 7 a.m. in Honolulu, and she's taking her walk by the beach. And we're sitting in this lovely concrete studio, as opposed to walking the Pacific.
Let's go to the beach.
Instead of at the beach.
Well,
So,
ladies and
Tarifa,
gentlemen,
we're jealous.
You heard that Uncle Steve is taking us all to Hawaii.
Oh.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Sounds
yeah,
good.
we're working on that. We've got a plan.
He says, keep drinking the
We
gubba.
keep-
Right,
The more you
Sip up,
drink,
sip up.
every drink you take of Gubba rum brings all of us closer. To Honolulu.
There you go.
Until I'm unconscious.
A
and
little
I dream
sip
it.
will do ya.
That's right. A little drink will do you. A big drink will do you much more quickly. But please drink responsibly.
Always drink responsibly.
Always drink responsibly, which means use a coaster, don't spill.
Do we have a picture of Steve Gubb? Because Jay Harmon needed a picture of Steve-O.
Steve-O.
Do we have one of Steve Gubb? Do we ever do one?
I don't know. Jay, do you need the picture for the first breakfast? Is
I
that what
think
he needs
so.
it for? And do you need one of Gubba? Because Steve Gubba is leaving. So if we need one,
I'm leaving?
you're
Oh,
going
okay.
back to Boston.
Oh, well, not today. I thought I was done. I thought that was my contract. I don't know. Did you maybe you put a contract out on me? I don't know.
I don't have the money.
Being from the
Listen,
Bronx.
The bottom line is we're doing a portrait. The first, it's like the last breakfast.
Supper.
The last supper is called the first breakfast.
Okay.
So you are part of that. Your face
Oh,
goes
thank you.
into the drawing with 2 bottles. Like
Thank
this.
you very much.
So I just got to make sure that he has your picture because as you can tell, Jay does all of the pencil artist work that you see in the studio, and he's drawing that whole canvas.
That is wonderful. Thank you.
Which is kind of
I look forward to that. Can I interject something very quickly?
Yeah.
I just want to wish all the veterans a very happy Veterans Day isn't the right greeting. Veterans Day is a commemoration, and it's a commemorative day, and I want to wish our veterans well. Saying I thank you for your service doesn't begin to cover it, and I want to remember the 84th Infantry Division called the Rail Splitters. They fought in World War II in the Battle of the Bulge. My father was in the 309th Combat Engineer Battalion, and we in 2021 we complain a lot. We say this is no good and that's no good. Imagine being outside from September to May in really nasty weather and having people shooting at you, and that's what they did. And that was just the Battle of the Bulge. They were there for not quite a year. Our guys in the South Pacific were there for almost 3 years, and our guys in Vietnam were there for years and years and years, and on and on and on, and Korea. And all of these guys some of them unfortunately had to give the ultimate sacrifice. God bless these people, because they are why we can all sit around here today in this TV studio and tell jokes and be happy, because we owe them everything.
True that.
Yeah, very true.
And
Very true.
we interviewed Harry yesterday during World War II. They sent him out after 5 months of training, and they sent him to Scotland and then London, when London was getting bombarded every day. And he was talking about that in the day during World War II, the problem between fighting the Germans was that their machinery, their guns, their ammunition was far superior than anything else any time in the history of mankind at the time. So can you imagine going to war and fighting against, you have a knife against a guy that has a submachine gun? It's the way he related. And it wasn't until time that we started to win the war by taking the ammo away from the enemy and using it against the enemy. They changed the whole complexity of World War II. I didn't know that until I interviewed him yesterday, which was,
Well,
I was amazed.
Well, we were sending, we out-manufactured the Germans and the Japanese because we manufactured, I don't know what it was, 30,000 Sherman tanks, and the Germans couldn't match that, and the Japanese couldn't match that, and plus we were shipping a lot of stuff to the Soviet Union, obviously to the Canadians, to the British, to the French, and it's astounding. It's really astounding. We don't focus on it at all today. What the United States did to win the war. I mean, I forget how many thousands of B-29s were manufactured, how many thousands of B-17s and B-24 Liberators that went to Europe. It is incredible what they had to do. And the fact is, luck is not a bad thing either. And had certain things gone the wrong way, it would have been a real problem.
Invading Russia again in winter, Napoleon had made the same mistake.
I mean, if
the Germans made the same mistake.
And my father always told me the story about after they won the war in Europe, they were packing up to go to the South Pacific to go invade Japan, and they were prepared to lose 1 million men. And then the bomb was dropped, and that was the end of that. I can't even imagine. We cannot imagine what it was like to still be fighting after 4 years, and England was fighting for 6 years.
6 years.
And for 2 years they were fighting by themselves. We cannot imagine what was going on because we're not in that position. We never had to live through that.
Hopefully we never get into that position.
We hope we never will.
Now it's funny because this is exactly what you're talking about. The women force jumped in those factories to build because the men were going to war. And the women that stayed behind, they built all that armament and all the guns and all the bullets and everything that was being put together. It was the barrage of women that came forward. They changed the complexity of what was going on. He talked about the tanks. It's interesting you say that. Those tanks that the Germans had are half of this building big. The ones we sent over were a quarter of it. So they started to use strategy in terms of speed and agility to the tank's big guns.
Yep.
So
yep.
It was an interesting aspect that I learned yesterday.
Yeah, it really is extraordinary that that our guys had to do what they did with, as you said, inferior weapons, and they did it. How do you do that? The question I'll never understand it. On D-Day, when the front of the landing craft opens up and there's a wall of machine guns firing at you and you have to run out.
Yeah.
How do you run out? How do you do that?
How do you go towards the fire?
How do you do that? I don't like to go outside on a rainy day. How do you walk into that? Can't begin to imagine. And I'll say that my mother said to me when they first started hearing about when that was going on, when they first started hearing the stories, she said, how did they do that? Nobody could understand how they got it done, but they did.
It's true that. I had cousins in Vietnam that served, and when they came back, a lot of them joined the fire department.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I told you the story with Salty. And Salty was sent back because he had shrapnel up and down his back on a hand grenade that went off.
Mm.
He came back, he joined the fire department, and he jumped into a burning building and went through 4 floors with a woman and broke his back to save her.
Wow.
So this is a guy that was in Nam, in the jungle, and he went towards the fire. There was a fight going on over there. That's where his job was to go and turn this fight out. This fire, this building, all the firemen were coming out, and there was somebody in there. And he jumps in from the 5th floor and he goes crashing down. It was in the newspapers and everything. And my mother went to see him in the hospital, and all he wanted to know was when he can get back to work.
Right.
And the fire department says, you ain't going back to work. You're done.
You're done.
You're done. And he says, no, I ain't done. I'm going to heal up. I'll be okay. He had a broken back. And they told him, no, you're done. It's that kind of our soldiers. And I'm not saying it because I'm in the U.S. It's our type of military. They just have a different knack for this thing. You know, they go forward. And he was telling me,
keep going.
D-Day, he was there on the 7th day of D-Day. There were still bodies going out to sea.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Of all the bodies that were lost in this war. The sands were his shirt red.
Yeah. Yeah.
From loss of our blood, of the soldiers' blood and everything. And they used to get up and go again, and just keep coming. The Germans eventually ran out of bullets, is really what happened.
Yeah,
they didn't have enough bullets, and they
No,
cut the lines,
it's
and
true.
that's how they stopped it.
It's true.
I mean, that's what it came down to. He lost his hearing because he says to me that he was on these big guns that were shooting missiles over the line, you know, trying to soften up the back. And he says, I lost my hearing, Freddie, because they didn't stop day and night.
Yeah.
And I had to stand there with a machine gun. I don't know against who, but I had to make sure nothing happened to these guns. And he makes me laugh because it was comical. I said, what you put in your ears? He says, toilet paper.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Didn't have the soundproof headpieces like we do
Stories
today.
of what people went through, what they endured, plus everyone from the Holocaust and those who lost family and lives, what it took. And then what did Harry say yesterday? And because we didn't learn from it, we did it again in Vietnam.
That's right.
Yeah. No, we have a tough. We seem to have a very tough time learning lessons, and
especially for war.
Yeah, we have a tough time with that for some reason. I don't know why, but it's unfortunate.
Well, Harry also said that the women were on the first ship that went over to Europe. He was on that ship, and they had a whole bunch of females on top that were doing all of the stuff that needed to be done.
Yeah.
And they had them on one ship, and he said it was the scariest 5 days of crossing the ocean.
Yeah.
Because there were German submarines out there, and they had these big guns. He said that would drop those big tankers, those big gallons to try to get the submarines out of the water, but they made it across. But he was very specific about the women's role in World War II, and he says, you know, it was all of us trying to put this thing out, this fire. So today is I'm glad that you had me do that yesterday, because to me, you know, I lost my brother. He was in the military. He was in the Gulf War. And I lost a lot of family in Nam. And I've always been a history buff when it comes to the military. Always. My brother was on the Nimitz. You know, he was on a nuclear carrier. And there was a fire on the Nimitz. And there was a nuclear ship. So what happens on a nuclear ship is that all the ships leave. Mm-hmm. And they were all in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. And if that thing would have gone off, you would have seen a hole in the Atlantic Ocean. So they had to turn it off. Yep. You know, they used everything, including mattresses, clothes, towels, and he broke his leg in this fire. And I'll never forget when they came into Perth Amboy in New Jersey about how these guys looked. And there was no war. This was a fire.
Right.
That took place. It was a huge fire. I'll never forget that. So, you know, I tip my hat, because I tell you, you got to be of a certain nature to serve in the military. And you're right. Thanks to them, we are able to do what we do. Yep. If it wasn't for them, we couldn't do it.
Amen. All right, let's take a commercial break. You're going to stay with us?
Of course. Where am I going?
Only to his office.
I got nothing. I have nothing to do. I'm staying.
Give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio A, and we will be right back.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke? If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation, staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
With enough butter, anything is good. Tori Wells from Precious Treasure Gourmet Foods thinks so, because she single-handedly updated and expanded butter's possibilities. From compound, savory, sweet, and spicy, her freshly made butters aim to please. I don't know about you, but I've never really seen butter this versatile before, and now so feasible. With online shopping, just visit PreciousTreasuresGourmetFoods.com, because at Precious Treasures, Tori is working on the best artisan gourmet foods to every table. Remember, guys, true love is like butter. There's no substitute for the real thing.
Creative, enchanting, whimsical. Artist Gina Bella is always creating artwork based on real stories and emotions, expressed through Italian papers, paints, flowers, metals, and clay. Her feelings and stories come to life. Complete with glittery diamond dust over paintings and pottery, Gina Bella is always creating new pieces and commissions. You can find her work in staging homes, family Christian bookstores, New Jersey boutiques, and the Brooklyn Café Gallery, where she offers personal guided tours of her latest art pieces. Gina can also be found hosting weekend art camps, where she teaches adults and children pottery, painting, and jewelry. For more information on Gina Bella and her art, contact livinglifeartfully@gmail.com or give a call to 954-857-5444.
Amp Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock nonstop to promote over 500 shows and businesses with added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422.
Jay Harmon exclusively in the Gallery of Boca. Jay Harmon captures the essence of really creative and captivating mind. Jay Harmon brings light into the darkness on majority of his pieces, using a negative background to highlight the details of some of his looks. I know some artists use white canvases, but he thrives on a black canvas. And here's the kicker: he only uses pencil, colored pencil, graphite pencil, and pencil for his art pieces. Yes, I know it's hard to fathom that these beautiful pieces came from pencil, but yes, they did. And the only way you can experience Jay Harmon is if you come to the Gallery of Boca. Jay Harmon, an unconventional artist with a unique story behind every canvas.
A successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help.
Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I can only juggle one. As soon as I can maybe catch it and it comes down.
Check one, check 1 2 1 2.
That's not called juggling. That's
Juggle
called paint.
pumpkin.
Check 1 2 1 2.
Everyone's like, I bet JP knows how to juggle.
Check
Well,
1
if
2
you
1
learn how to
2.
juggle,
I was actually a book when I was growing up called Juggling for Dummies.
no. You know, if you learn how to juggle, we can get you a job in the New York subway system, maybe at Times Square. We'd love it.
Yeah.
Juggling the circle.
Daily excitement, you know.
Okay, there's a lot of stuff that could break here, so let's put that down. Now, I think that Slick is over on camera 3, and he's upset that I didn't read his horoscope.
No, I read my horoscope. I'm not upset at that. Why would I be upset
You
at
did not read mine either.
Yeah,
You
I'm
saved that
not.
for the
Yeah,
morning
for
show.
sure.
No, let's read it.
Slick is
No, I know. No,
Sagittarius.
yeah, I'm a,
Slick, your head's not
yeah,
in
I'm
the
a,
sky.
yeah, I'm a Sag. But like, I already read it. It's okay.
You read this week's edition?
Yeah, this week's edition.
You
Yeah.
might be upset over something else, Fred.
He is upset with something.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh! Why are they digging this deep, Steve?
I don't think
What
he's
is your?
I don't know. It must be deep-seated guilt.
Deep-seated guilt.
Deep-seated
But
guilt.
sometimes I just like to leave stuff alone once it's like buried. You don't have
That's
to
what
dig
you
it back
told me.
up. That's how zombies come about. Like you don't have to dig anything back up.
Dawn's horoscope says,
Oh my God.
you may feel inspired by past experiences. Settling things down and taking charge might seem easy. But you could need to be more flexible in order to help others.
Sure.
And Libra, which is Slick.
He's the same.
No, I'm a Sagittarius.
Oh, today you're Sagittarius. Oh.
Yeah, I'm a Sagittarius.
You may gain a unique insight into finding ways to deal with obstacles.
I knew it. I knew
Problems
it.
you identify can help you move forward with a better perspective.
Oh,
Wow, that word perspective.
I
once
know.
again.
Gotta change my perspective,
Yes, you gotta get a perspective.
Really? Well, get a
This looks like a
perspective.
setup to me.
I think
Yeah.
it is.
This looks like a setup.
I feel
to me.
like he's trying to dig up something that's.
That's for sure.
I feel like he's trying to
It's a perspective.
dig up something that's not there. It's
You
not
know,
there.
Your horoscope, you can't change your stars.
I can't change my story.
Your stars.
My stars?
Yes, your horoscope are your stars.
Yeah, I can't change that. I'm a part of like the galaxy, but like you don't have to uncover anything. There's nothing to
We're
uncover.
gonna uncover. We're gonna get deep undercover.
No, it's
What's
okay.
Alana?
Same thing as Slick.
And what's Salsa?
Pisces. I don't think Salsa came back.
And what's JP?
I don't know what
JP, I think JP's like a Pisces, I think.
He's so chill. He could be like an Aquarius or something.
JP, what are you?
Cancer.
Cancer.
Potato,
You should know.
potato, water.
Cancer
Water.
says you may feel some
Yeah,
extra
crab or
stress
something.
at home. This happens to him all the time because he goes to get food and comes back and they take his parking.
Yeah.
As old family secrets may be revealed.
Ooh.
Tell us more.
No.
Use your sense of humor rather than any negative tactics to try to minimize any damage. So just ha-ha it. Ha-ha. Yes, I'm a criminal. Ha-ha. What's Vlad? We read Libra.
No, you didn't.
You may not be able to continue to work at your hectic pace. Ain't that the truth? You might enjoy new ways to keep track of details, but recent changes could be a real challenge. Libra.
Libra.
And my moon is a Taurus, so my moon's a
Mrs.
Taurus.
Panty Folding is waiting in the wings for you. She is right there on the horizon when you go to the job tonight.
Who is this person?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I don't know who this person is. You brought her up at
Taurus.
breakfast. Yeah.
Panty cam in full ploy tonight. Flip and tuck and don't get paper burns. All in your horoscope.
All right. Yeah, all in my horoscope.
That is coffee news.
It's coffee news.
Coffee? Is it
C-A-W-F-E-E. Coffee.
C-O-F-F-E-E. All right. So I asked a trivia question today. Did anybody get the answer?
Yeah.
Approximately how many chemicals can be found in tobacco smoke?
26.
Oh, yeah, you didn't look that up.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I said. How many is it? I don't know.
Dear Google, let me get the answer so I can win the prize.
26?
I gotta say, exactly.
Now, you see, what you guys didn't understand was it asked about tobacco smoke, not the tobacco. Listen to the question, Lucy.
Yeah, but you wouldn't think the smoke would have the same chemicals that the tobacco
It
as
has
you
so much more.
exhale?
When they burn together, it goes in your lungs and comes
There's
out
more
with
than
the carbon.
26?
Try 7,000.
No. Wow,
7,000.
over 7,000?
Wow.
You see, because what happens is when you inhale the smoke, it goes in. It goes in as a number. When it comes out as another number because the compounds mix together, and all sorts of dangerous stuff comes out of you.
Wow.
Tobacco smoke can kill you.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
let me ask you a question, if I may. This is a great newsletter, and this is a fascinating thing. Where can I get a good cappuccino? From the coffee newsletter. Thank you very much.
Good question. Good question.
I didn't anticipate you saying that.
Well,
That's a
if
good
we're
question.
reading the coffee newsletter, I think this is a relevant question.
Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, you can go to A2 Deli. What is it? Deli? A2?
Second Street?
Second Street Bagel.
Second Street Bagel has good cappuccino?
Yes, they do.
Not to mention a pumpernickel bagel with lox and cream cheese.
Yes, too, because you've eaten
I'm
it
on
there.
my way.
Are you hungry?
No, for a bagel and cream cheese, always.
You sound like
Always,
Alana.
You know, I forgot to invite you to Second Street Bagel. Where we go?
Palm Beach Bagel.
Palm Beach Bagel.
When?
This morning.
Thank you.
Because what happened was we went to Boca West
Okay.
and we finished a little early. Sort of got 86th out of the place.
Aha.
So we had to leave.
So you went over there?
So we went over there to what is it? Drink your sorrow.
Eat your sin,
Eat
eat
your way
your
through
soul
your
or something.
Yeah, I was so devastated.
He was so upset. We had to get some food.
Well, what's good is that the friend I have who has an apartment in Delray and is being gracious enough to me to let me stay in the unit. One of the best things about that location is that it's right near Brighton Beach Bagels, which is at the corner of Military and West Atlantic, and not too far from Palm Beach Bagels, which really should be further north, but in fact is further south on Yamato. So you can go from store to store. The best thing about this area, there are so many really good bagel places in the world. It's the
Do you like
best.
bagels?
They really are.
Do I like bagels? Oh my God. Yeah. I love
What's
them.
not to like about
What's
bagels?
not? How can
Yeah.
you not like a bagel? A good one, a real one.
I like all types of bagels, but there ain't no bagel like a New York bagel.
You know what? I'll tell you something. Way Beyond Bagels on Jog in Boca, Brighton Beach Bagels, West Palm, Second Avenue, they all have excellent bagels that would compare, you ready for this one, with there's a bagel shop on Middle Neck Road in Great Neck, which has been there for 30 years. It's fabulous. And there's another one, my favorite in Manhattan, Daniel's Bakery on 3rd Ave at 33rd Street. Fabulous bagels.
And
So
if you go to Bagel King by DeWitt Clinton High School, they've been there for 72 years.
I want you to know my college roommate went to DeWitt Clinton High School.
It's not DeWitt, it's DeWitt.
DeWitt Clinton.
DeWitt.
DeWitt.
C-I-T-I-O-N. Boom.
It's just the letter D. Witt.
Yeah.
Clinton. In the Bronx.
In the Bronx.
In the Bronx.
The Bronx.
Eh,
The Bronx.
And we spelled that capital D, capital A.
The Bronx.
Yeah, no, the breakfast appetizing places here are without end. Thank God, it's the best thing in the world.
What was the
He
name?
knows the bagel places here better than we do.
Hey, this guy, he travels a lot. I don't think this guy has a home here. He just travels to every bagel store there is all day.
Freddie, you got to keep moving. That way, nobody really knows. You know, it's like the Phantom. You just keep moving
Just
around.
keep going.
What's the name of the place that we did in Meisner from Queen-
Juniors?
Juniors. You ever been to Juniors up in New York?
No, I have not. I have not.
We should take a bus right up to Juniors.
I have a particular fondness, however, for there's a place, the corner of 57th and 6th, Rue, R-U-E, Rue, as they say in Paris, Rue 57. What a cafe, great cafe. Love it there.
As a matter of fact, Joey says he's got 3 French bakeries.
Ooh.
They probably have great cappuccinos.
You like the
Ooh.
French bakery?
Oh, I love, yeah, but you gotta, you know what, you have to go to Montreal, you gotta go to Quebec City, you gotta go to the French side of St. Martin.
Hold on a second. I got to go all the way up there. I got to freaking bake. I got it right here.
Well, right here is good too. Oh, you know, I got one for you. French Bakery, Fort Lauderdale, right next to Monty's Liquor Store on Las Olas Boulevard, right next to Ocean's Liquors, right off of A1A. There's a place called Nona's French Bakery. Delicious.
Where's Monty?
Monty is right next door.
We should go. We should.
And yes, I did get an answer from Monty.
Yeah.
He's busy right now because of Tortuga in Fort Lauderdale, and I will talk to him next week
When is Tortuga? This weekend?
as we speak.
Isn't Tortuga a country?
It's an island which is like a country. It's Fort Lauderdale's wild because they do all these great festivals on the beach down there, and when they do, you can't get near it. It's unbelievable.
What is the name of the country off of Africa that owns the .com and it's sinking?
It's an island.
Venice?
It's an island.
I don't know, but I did.
I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
The .com is owned by the tribes of that company, and it's sinking. And they didn't remember we were talking about. They didn't believe me. They looked it up, and it's true. And they're trying. And every .com ever made in the history of mankind, they own the rights to it. That's who you pay. And it's an island in the middle of nowhere.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I remember that.
What we pay, like we pay for air. Think about it. You pay Apple storage in cloud for your information.
Right.
So air rights,
You pay for transit. You pay for circuits.
Yeah.
right? What you pay for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good business if you own it.
And you know the Bitcoin saga, the guy with the car, whatever his name was.
Ernie Bach.
He dropped out of Bitcoin. Do you know why?
Oh, what's his name? Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of farming.
He just sold a ton of Tesla yesterday.
Did you see that? Unbelievable.
I saw that he sold it. What did he get for it?
What do you get for it?
How much money did he get?
Oh my God.
How much did he make on the sale?
I have no idea.
Because, I'm concerned that I want to make sure he's got enough to get by through the
Oh,
weekend.
he's going to get by. But he dropped
Right.
he dropped the Bitcoin because of farming, and I didn't know that there are these companies that do the transactions in Bitcoin. Every minute of every day, there's a transaction. So you need all these machines to do it, and they have to be air conditioned. So a farming company raises the Earth's degrees.
Wow.
They temperature the Earth by 0.5 or something. And it's craziness, and
So-
they've proved it. So
He sold $5 billion worth of Tesla.
5 billion.
Billion.
5 billion.
10%.
$5 billion as Danny DeVito
As
said.
in B. He sold
$5
$5 billion in Tesla stock yesterday. This week, I should say.
Unbelievable.
But because of him and Bitcoin, he's responsible for global warming.
But that's why he got out of the Bitcoin business.
I see.
And Bitcoin went from 60 down to 30, went down to 30,000 overnight because of him.
Well,
Wow.
Now
thank
it's
God I
coming
didn't get
back up.
caught.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, what was I going to do?
Well, it's coming back
loss.
up.
Yeah.
All my Bitcoin holdings would be, I would have been devastated.
Yeah. Yeah, the mining stocks and everything.
The mining stocks. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know what else they say? This is funny because we're all sort of in this, probably not you, Matt, that 48% of people 55 and up are now retired.
I'm not retired.
Exactly.
I didn't get no memo.
Exactly.
What is it, 65 and up or 55?
55 and up.
55 and up.
48%.
But that has
It
to
is
do with
up.
COVID. It got to be, has to do something with COVID.
Yeah.
Of course. People were like, you know what, I guess if you were on the cusp of, should I retire? Am I going to get laid off? Do I get a pension?
Right.
And you go, you know what, I'm just done. I think a lot of people in healthcare and education did that because they didn't want to risk it anymore. Physicians and nurses said, I'm not going back under these conditions. I'm almost done. Educators as well.
Well, physicians and nurses and stuff, they quit because they just went through hell. Went once, twice, 3 times.
Yeah.
And they got paid really, really good money and said, you know what, the getting out is good now, and if I'm still alive, why not? And they got out.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
Which is
And now what? And now what do you do? You're out. You're not working. You're retired.
You're retired.
Now what do you do?
And you can travel, you can drink gubba, you could get a pool.
Hey,
Yeah,
what an idea!
expensive
That's an
money.
idea. Drink
Expensive
gubba.
money.
I
Have
love
fun.
that idea. I'm
We should
all over
Yeah.
that.
We
Does
should do
sound
the
good.
retire gubba contest. So whatever you draw, you'll win a year's supply of gubba, which could be 12 bottles.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
More GUBBA for you. Had you ever had GUBBA before?
I had a little sample. But not a nice full shot to really get
Steve.
the vibe. Steve?
Steve? who came in?
Steve, did you have
You
mouth
know,
that?
I'm glad you brought this up.
Low man again.
On Channel 70, TV Land, they have a series called Yellowstone. Have you seen it?
No.
I know of it, but I have not seen
Okay,
it.
Yellowstone
Haven't
is
seen
a
it.
bourbon. It's a real
Oh,
bourbon.
oh, really? Are they
They put
suing?
this thing together.
Are they suing yet or no? Are they
No,
involved?
they put this thing together.
Oh, I see. Okay.
All the commercials are about cowboys. Boots, bourbon, their bourbon, shoes, buckles, whatever. They curse on TV. They show body parts on TV. And they give you the warning before it starts. I have never in all my life seen TV Land at 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock. They gave 2 episodes. And it's all about the bourbon. You should do the gubba.
I should do it. TV Land, I thought, was like Mary Tyler Moore
It was.
and Hugh
It is.
Downs.
It
you know,
is.
the-
It is.
And,
They
and
have
Howdy
shifted
Doody.
to
Yeah.
this thing now.
Really?
Good exposure, Steve.
It would be good exposure.
Maybe we
Exposure,
should
Steve.
do the gubba sagas.
That could be the
Good exposure.
the saga of Gubba Rum.
Bob Saget could do it.
Even
Go,
sounds
going
even sounds
going
good.
back to pre-Columbian history days in Central and South America. You know, that has possibilities.
Well, they did turf wars. These big 850
Right.
acres of land,
Right.
heads of cattle. They don't even care about that. And it was the oil in Houston underneath the ground.
Right.
Is really what they're fighting about.
Mhm.
So we can have like something in Hawaii where we're fighting over a piece of rock because it grows the gubba.
But here's what intrigues me about Steve, and in all honesty, you had a lot of jobs, like Freddie had many, many jobs.
I had a few jobs.
Right, so you've started this company later in life.
I did.
And you work so hard to get this up and running. You don't have a sales team that's running around.
Right.
You do this all.
Right.
Which is really impressive that you do everything that you do. So I give you a ton of credit because you were working this through a pandemic the past 2 years. A company that you founded, you thought about, you created on a dream and a vision, and you keep pushing.
Got to keep pushing. At this point, you have to because you're in it. And if you say, okay, I'm done, well, you're done. If you can't
You're
be
done if you're
done.
done, right.
You cannot be done. Yeah. You just can't. I can't. No, it does not exist. Failure doesn't exist. Nothing exists.
But you keep going. You do the rum festivals, and you drive to Melbourne Beach, and then you come back here, and then you go to Miami, and then you come back here, and then you fly to Boston. Quadruple bypass surgery in the middle of all of it, and you keep going. So I got to tell you, I give you so much credit. And I thank you so much for your dedication.
Thank you.
And believing in us to help push. We laugh, we drink a lot, we have fun. But in all honesty, you work harder than a lot of people that we know, and always in integrity and authentically of who you are. And we have fun along the way.
And he doesn't put his face on the bottle. You would think that after what he went through, I would plaster my face on every bottle.
Right, but think about this. He's a little bit older than you and I are, and he's working hard.
Twice as hard.
I figure I want to sell some, so it's better not to put my face on the bottle. If I was Paul Newman, you know what, and I was selling salad dressing, bang, it's a hit.
Put Slick's face on the bottle.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, Steve, the rum is so smooth. Somebody just needs to take one taste, and it sells itself.
Thank you, Matt. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it.
Very
Thank you.
smooth.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You know, the liquor business is so competitive, and rum especially. Because there's some big Spanish companies and stuff that they just concave the market. But this one is different than all the rest. I got to tell you something. I bet you that if word ever got out, the secret ever got out, that they would probably pay you to keep your rum off the market because it's so different. That really isn't rum. We put it on ice cream. We put it on pancakes. We put it on just everything you can put this stuff on because it's sweet.
It is.
And it doesn't have that liquor rum bite to it.
Yeah, it doesn't have the aftertaste either. Do you know what I mean? It's just a nice, smooth flavor all the way down. All the way.
That's the idea is just to have somebody have a drink and say, wow, that tastes great. I don't care about the pirates and I don't care about this and that. I just went, hey, that's great. That's a great product. That's what I'm looking for. And when I get that reaction, I'm the happiest guy in the world.
Yeah. Well, that's what you got, Steve.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll wrap up our Thursday wrap-up with the thought of the day.
It's the pre-government
You would like to know what the thought of the day is, don't you?
Yes, I do.
You'll find out when we get back from a commercial break. Yeah. Give us a call, 888-994-4995. The Tiki Bar is almost open. It is almost Friday. Stay tuned, and we will be right back.
A strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Café Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Café Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Café coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, It's wicked smooth.
Amp Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock nonstop to promote over 500 shows and businesses with added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422.
TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
Even though some things are far away, we plan for them ahead of time because they're important. When it comes to your celebration of life, it's really no different. You want to plan ahead now so your family doesn't have to later, and create a service that reflects your values, character, and traditions, no matter what they may be. At Dignity Memorial, we listen to every detail and make sure everyone is remembered.
AMP2 TV and WWNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for over 10 years. They have been working around the clock non-stop to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it has never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP2 TV at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Justin Mooney is special counsel of the Florida office of Hinman, Howard & Cattell Attorneys. Justin's practice focuses on tax, estate planning, guardianship, probate, and trust administration. His passion is to provide clients with sophisticated estate plans which carry out their wishes, reduce any potential taxes, and preserve wealth for future generations. The attorneys of Hinman, Howard, and Cattell provide first-class legal services and have achieved a reputation for excellence for over a century, staying on the leading edge of the law. When you need representation or legal counsel, contact Justin Mooney at 561-276-1008 or jmooney@hhk.com.
Amp Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock nonstop to promote over 500 shows and businesses with added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422.
Creative, enchanting, whimsical. Artist Gina Bella is always creating artwork based on real stories and emotions, expressed through Italian papers, paints, flowers, metals, and clay. Her feelings and stories come to life. Complete with glittery diamond dust over paintings and pottery, Gina Bella is always creating new pieces and commissions. You can find her work in staging homes, family Christian bookstores, New Jersey boutiques, and the Brooklyn Café Gallery, where she offers personal guided tours of her latest art pieces. Gina can also be found hosting weekend art camps, where she teaches adults and children pottery, painting, and jewelry. For more information on Gina Bella and her art, contact livinglifeartfully@gmail.com or give a call to 954-857-5444.
Watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Russian.
And we're back.
And we are back as we get to wrap up our Thursday. I don't know, the weather is still beautiful here in South Florida. I don't know what it's like in New York, in Boston, but I think it's a little bit chilly.
40 degrees.
It's been chilly up there. It's been cold.
And it's only going to get colder, right?
That's dark and cold. That's the forecast. The weather forecast. They take the weather people off the TV stations now because the forecast is just dark, cold, and every now and then you'll have a foot of snow, and you're done. What more do you need?
Yeah.
That's it until April 1st, and then maybe you'll catch a break.
That's what I hate about up north. It's always dark.
It's so dark. Down here, the sun sets about an hour later here, even during Eastern Standard Time. I love it. It's
Even
great.
here it's setting at 6 o'clock, and I tell him I hate it because we're leaving. Now I got to leave here at 5 when he leaves, otherwise I'm here in the dark alone. So it cuts into all my work time.
It's much better here. It's much better
I'd rather
here.
just hang out here.
Absolutely.
Now I leave with you at 5 o'clock because otherwise I'm here in the dark.
I get up
doing
in the
things.
dark. I work all day. I go home in the dark. I go to sleep in the dark, and I wake up in the dark. I never see the sun.
You sound like my father. He said he's always in the dark.
You need to see the light of day.
Exactly what I said. You got to see the light of day.
Everything becomes clearer in the light of day.
No,
She wanted
you're
to open
absolutely
up the
right.
bay door.
I still do. I need to do
Do you know
that.
what happens when that bay door is open?
Yeah,
fresh air comes
it's going to be like Rockefeller Center, what's going to happen is, just like you can watch the Today Show and thousands of people are on
Exactly.
whatever street it is, there'll be thousands of people out here watching the
Right.
Brooklyn Cafe TV show.
Exactly.
But where's your vision? Where's your sense of future audience development? This is genius, if I do say so myself.
When you open this thing up, the only thing that happens, roaches and lizards come in, and every leaf that needs a home finds itself in here.
Well, maybe it
Okay,
needs a safe
And then
place
it's
to land.
107 degrees. She closes the bay door, invites 20 people to come in. They're all sweating, stinky.
All right.
But I let the fresh air in.
Freddie,
All right.
Freddie, you had
Take
me
the
at
good with the bad.
you had me at roaches and lizards. I was convinced right there.
You should see the iguanas. They're bigger than you.
I know the iguanas are tough.
Yeah, alligator size.
They are. They're tough. They're tough. So no.
So you
you're
gotta
right,
open the
you're
bay
right.
door. I dare you. And she doesn't open it because when I tell her, did you see the bugs? There are some strange looking bugs in Florida. Some
Yeah.
have 3 heads, some have 4 tails, some have a foot in the back and it ain't doing nothing.
And those are the cab drivers. And Uber and Lyft. I mean, I don't know.
Everyone's doing their thing. See, Uber is being sued for putting a fee on people with disabilities.
Really?
Wow.
They're saying that's not true because it takes some people longer with disabilities to get into the car.
Oh.
So they're saying there's a fee for over 2 minutes if you have to wait, so that everyone gets charged. But apparently, the American Act for Disabilities is saying it's discriminatory because it's really aimed more towards disabled people. And
Yeah,
they're
no,
getting
it certainly
fines
is.
larger
Yeah, it
than
does
others.
sound like it to me also. You know.
When I get an Uber, which is very rare, I can take 15 minutes to get in the car. I don't care. I'm paying you. It's an agreed upon amount, right?
It is.
So what is it? It's only this fare is only good for 3 minutes. Ain't the way it works.
Yeah, because if you're longer, that means it's another fare they can't pick up.
Did I tell you when I took an Uber from the airport, the guy took me to go get gas?
You almost got killed.
And I almost got killed. He
Why?
took me to the worst part of Florida at 1 o'clock in the morning to get gas.
No, there's worse, but he does not take you to a good part
Then
of
they
Florida.
closed down the highway, so he took me through the hood to try to find a way to get back on the. I told him to call the police. We're done. We're just done. There were parts he took me to. There were gang riots going on. He says, "Oh, this is not a good street." I said, "My man, get this car." And I got on my GPS, and we started. He said, "Make a right here." I can't make a right here. I got to run over people. Make a right here. It was horrible. I never took it. I never take it again. Never. Never.
Well, tomorrow we have our Gubba Friday.
Sounds like fun to me.
It sounds like fun. Wayne will be here. Eileen
bet.
will be here. Donuts
Wayne is
will be
not
here.
allowed to pour.
Wayne or Steve?
No,
Him.
I'm not
Wayne
allowed to pour.
bartender.
Wayne doesn't.
Wayne should be our guest bartender, no?
No. Well, maybe he will. We can ask him. I doubt it.
Got to see
What?
what
What's
our
that?
recipe is for tomorrow.
You ruined the bar for everybody. You were such a great bartender. Now everybody's intimidated.
Well, he gets to
Yeah,
do
but
it again
I think I
tomorrow.
almost killed Wayne because I made him a really strong drink because I really didn't know what I was. I have no idea what I'm doing. And he tried it, and he almost dropped dead.
Wow.
I almost killed him. I almost killed him. And he owns a funeral home called Dignity Funeral
Right.
thing. Dignity Funeral Homes or Memorial.
Right.
And Dawn, of course, said to Wayne, gee, Wayne, you could die with dignity, which I think is
Right.
one of the great
It
taglines
is,
of
it
all
is,
time.
it is.
Die with dignity.
You said that.
Well done.
Yes.
Wayne, I'm sorry. I'm sure, Wayne, I know you're listening. It's a joke. It's a joke. Don't worry.
He'll
We're
be in
kidding.
tomorrow, so we don't know what our Gubba drink of the day will be.
He's
We'll
going to
see.
bring a box with your measurements.
I think he's
preloaded.
It's already secretly loaded.
Right,
Yeah,
preloaded.
with that unlockable. You know how they used to make the car today? A trunk of a car has to have an inside release.
Yes,
I don't
yes.
get that. I don't
Right.
get that inside release. Nope.
Right.
Do you know that Dawn's mother and dad owned a sarcophagus?
I'm sorry.
A sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus?
Sarcophagus.
That's in your
Sarcophagus?
language.
I was thrown off what it
A
was.
sarcophagus. That was the character on Sesame Street.
That was snuffleupagus.
The snuffleupagus. That's right.
Yeah.
And the esophagus is what goes down your
She
throat.
owned that
Right,
too.
snuffleupagus.
She had 2 of them.
Really?
And she sold them.
Snuffleupagus? sarcophagus.
And I wanted
or a
one.
Sauroptimus. It could be a whole like Freddie Dix ophthalmologist.
Sarcophagus. What's it called?
Sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus. Sarcophagus.
Getting
Whatever.
close, right?
You know
Getting
what I'm
close,
talking
getting
about.
close.
One of those.
One of those things.
I want you to find me one.
A sarcophagus?
Yeah.
And why is that?
Because I'm going to put a phone booth in it.
You a Superman.
I'm going to put a phone in it.
That's-
Wouldn't that be fantastic?
It would be if you had a hidden camera recording everybody.
Oh, I could put a camera in it.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
We'll put Alana on it.
I'm sure you could. That's an interesting.
It is.
Interesting idea.
And then the phone is going to be a giant bottle of Gubba with a phone attachment to it and a little keypad. And they're going to go, "You drink this?"
Batman. All right, let's wrap this up, Batman. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Tune in tonight. We have a special edition of TAPS hosted by Alana Schur in honor of Veterans Day at 7 o'clock. And then at 7:30 on WNN, we have your interview that you did yesterday with Staff Sergeant Harry Holzwasser. So it's a great interview, part one of a series Freddie's putting together of Harry's life, which is pretty cool.
Very nice.
So that'll be at 7:30 tonight. Have a great afternoon. We also have the Purpose Nomad coming tonight at 6. 5 o'clock, we've got Teampreneur. 4 o'clock, we got Slick Speaks. A lot of stuff going on.
Speaks. We got show after show after show after show. Then we're going to do Ask the Experts at the radio station.
A lot of good stuff.
Lana and the tape. So
all right. Have a great afternoon, everyone. We'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that gleams across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and we could fly